pleasant day to all attendees of the Asia CEO Real Estate Forum 2021, as well as to my co-panelists and colleagues in the audience. So it is a pleasure to be here today to talk about emerging trends, as well as green and digital cities shaping the future of Philippine offices. So a brief introduction of myself. My name is Maricel Brion Lirio, and I'm the president and CEO of Philinvest REIT Corporation, or PhilREIT for short. As you may know, PhilREIT listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange in August this year as the first sustainability-themed REIT. The outline of what I'm going to talk about today is on your screen. First, we talk about the current state of the Philippine office leasing business, how the recent world crisis has reframed our perspectives on the business, and what have changed in the Filipinos' way of working. Second, how the road of recovery looks like for the office leasing industry and what would it take to bring us back to speed and attain pre-pandemic levels. Third, let me give you examples of what worked for us at Philinvest REIT, what helped us thrive, and what kept us afloat during these challenging times. Lastly, we will talk about the general market outlook for the Philippine office leasing business. So first, the current state. It's been nearly 2 years since the onset of the pandemic. Since then, the world has endeavored to bring economies back up to speed through reimagined offices, a renewed workforce, and a new ways of working. In a recent survey by Forbes, 53% of the working population stated that they experienced a new level of productivity during pandemic, while 33% of the workforce are now more discerning when it comes to choosing companies. Here in the Philippines, a significant chunk of employers heeded the call of our workers and adopted a more human-centric approach, putting particular focus on safety through increased sanitary measures such as disinfection, testing, and vaccination drives, among others. Working in the pandemic also opened up conversations about mental health and shaping how offices are now designed and operated. Next is the road to recovery. So how do we get ourselves back to speed or to pre-pandemic state? The accelerated vaccine rollout, particularly in Metro Manila, is leading indicator that the economy is headed for recovery. As of November 2022, as much as 94% of Metro Manila's target population are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. This is supportive of the main points we have identified. First of which is to gain back the confidence of our global locators. After all, it's the large BPO companies that lease out our office spaces, and this goes hand in hand with the nod of employees who are the main users of our facilities. And second, we must keep the business longevity of all our stakeholders in mind through green and digital initiatives. On gaining global locator confidence. During a time of relative austerity, every business decision counts, and companies leasing our spaces are more discerning than ever. The key in gaining locator confidence is by crafting a solid strategy that highlights the key strengths of the facility. According to surveys, location still tops the list of priorities for businesses and tenants, and rightfully so. There's little room for error as this time of economy. Hence, businesses would rather go for locations that are prime, strategic, and supported by infrastructure developments, ensuring transport, commutability, and overall community welfare. Next would be the grade of the buildings as given by trusted bodies such as Jones Lang LaSalle. Grade A properties are deemed well-equipped and future-ready in terms of power, capacity, redundancy, efficiency of floor space, safety, and readiness for high foot traffic, among others. Lastly, when it comes to getting the positive sentiment of potential locators, flexibility in leasing is key. Tenants will always want more from office space in terms of expansion options, adaptability, and the services provided. On gaining employee approval, employees are now the new customers, and the office spaces are the new hospitality. Office must haves are changing. Future proofing our office spaces will take new ideals into account. For example, healthy environments that are designed for safe social interaction. Inclusivity and collaboration are more desired. Employee approval will reap us benefits well beyond the confines of our immediate vicinity, as positive sentiments are posted online and good news now spread like wildfire thanks for the advent of digital communities. Innovative design is now mandatory as well as reliable connectivity within office premises. Thanks to digital transformation, human-centric initiatives in the workplace are needed as well during a time of social distance, such as repurposed spaces for work-life balance and safer semblance of pre-pandemic lifestyles. On green and digital initiatives, lastly, as mentioned earlier, we must keep the business longevity of all stakeholders in mind through green and digital initiatives. A holistic neighborhood development inside and outside of office premises is needed, such as initiatives that prioritize safety of employees to and from work, as well as places that promote social and mental well-being near the office. This can only be done if the office is situated within a city that is well synergized and complete. Keeping energy usage efficient should likewise be a big priority, not only for cutting down costs, but also for reducing carbon emissions to help the environment. Finally, a digital ecosystem should be in place to ensure seamless living within not only the office, but the city as well. Apps that help people manage their time better, get to work earlier, as well as guide through the basics of everyday living are already a necessity rather than a luxury within a well connected smart city. We now move on to the future of offices and what worked for us in Philinvest REIT. We often get asked, what kept you guys afloat during the pandemic and how do you thrive in challenging times? Here are some of the key features of PhilREIT portfolio that we have continuously worked towards what we believe should be the future of Philippine office spaces. On location and accessibility within smart cities. 16 Grade A PEZA buildings are located in Northgate Cyberzone in Philinvest City, Alabang, that offers a cohesive live, work, play, and learn environment. Northgate Cyberzone is one of the first PEZA registered IT parks in the Philippines, where the locators have free Wi-Fi access in public areas. The city also has its own fire station and a centralized command center. Philinvest City has excellent accessibility with 5 major highways servicing the South Metro Manila that lead directly into the property. It also has one of South of Metro Manila's largest multimodal transport hubs that makes it convenient for the workforce. Also attractive to the workforce is the affordable living alternatives within walking distance, including an upcoming crib dormitory in the city. On infrastructure and amenities, the buildings are supported by advanced infrastructure with 1400 kVA truck-mounted, PEZA-approved mobile genset as additional backup to the in-building gensets. Newer buildings have turnstile access control, elevator destination control, and face scanning visitor management systems. All our buildings are classified Grade A by Jones Lang LaSalle, a third-party multinational brokerage firm. On sustainability features, we are proud to note that Philinvest City, where Northgate Cyberzone is located, has received numerous awards for sustainability, such as the LEED version 4 Gold for Neighborhood Development Certification, which is the first CBD in the Philippines to earn such recognition. Philinvest City also features EcoLoop which is the Philippines' first integrated electric powered 24 by 7 public transport system. And newer buildings are LEED Gold certified for efficient building. Northgate is proud to be supported by the largest centralized district cooling system plant in the Philippines, operated by PDTC, a JV company between Philinvestland and NG, a top French cooling and heating company in the world that reduces energy consumption and carbon emission by as much as 40% and reduces about 11,500 tons of carbon dioxide per year through energy efficient operations. These sustainability features are sought after by multinational BPOs and ROHQ companies. Our sustainability thrust was recognized by the prestigious 12th Asia CEO Awards, where Philrip was hailed as Circle of Excellence awardee for Sustainability Company of the Year. On expansion option of tenants, unlike other developers that may only have standalone buildings, our tenants have an option to expand within the vicinity. Since we have a pipeline of grade A buildings inside the PEZA IT Park that will be more cost effective for the locators to connect. When a locator signs a project with their client, they need the space yesterday, and the ability for them to immediately expand is crucial in their businesses. On well experienced and proactive property management service, we believe we have global tenants choose to lease Philinvest buildings due to the focused management service with centralized tenant feedback system, proactive repairs and maintenance monitoring, business continuity and resiliency planning, hands-on lease management that I myself negotiate directly. I meet prospective tenants personally in their site inspections. I negotiate and sign the contracts that harnesses a customer or tenant-centric personalized service. Proof of our strength is our strong history of lease renewals with 99% renewal rate in 2020. As of end September 2021, we have signed 90% of our renewals. This is a testament to the trust and confidence of our global BPO and ROHQ companies in Philinvest. On to my last topic, which is our general office market outlook. How do we feel about the office sector for the next half a decade or so? So in a nutshell, we believe that it will be an early adopter of change and a national driver of progress. The Philippines is one of the most attractive BPO markets globally. There are over 1.3 million people employed by this industry in our country. Based on the report of ITBPAP, the IT BPM sector grew by almost 2% in 2020, and they are cautiously optimistic to grow by 5.5% in revenues and 5% in manpower in 2021 to 2022. This bodes well for the office leasing business. We also believe that work from home is being implemented due to the pandemic. Work from home is not for everyone, as confirmed from feedbacks we receive from global locators and third-party multinational brokerage firms. The work from home arrangement has disadvantages such as unreliable internet connection, data breach, lower productivity due to distractions from home, mental health issues of depression, feeling alone, and the lack of community vibe that lowers their creativity. As the economy is opened up following the high vaccination rate, especially in NCR, we expect the volume of on-site work to ease back. We believe this is important and should be positive not only for the office leasing sector, but for the livelihood of many of the employees of our locators. On that note, I would like to thank Asia CEO organizers, especially to Mr. Richard Mills, once again for having me here today and letting me share some of my insights of the industry that I am very passionate about. Rest assured that along together with the management of Philinvest REIT Corporation, will continue to champion a better Philippines through world class offices for decades to come. Thank you.